developments on Delhi borders, where the Dilli Chalo protest is on a 2-day hiatus, but doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. This is after horrible scenes over the past 24 hours. Barricades are still up. Daily commuters between Delhi and Gurgaon. Well, if you have a job in Gurgaon and happen to live in Delhi, or vice versa, you're in a lot of trouble. And that trouble is likely to subsist probably for days, maybe weeks, hopefully not for months. Now, these protesters, as you've been watching over the past couple of days, they're upping their game. Now they're bringing in gas masks, bulldozer, heavy machinery, sandbags to confront the police. There have already been 2 incidents that have led to altercations, including the loss of 1 life. Where is this going? Where are we at? Now, let's put this together. At the Chilla border, Akshit Gupta, my colleague, is standing by. Singhu border, Shubh Rana is standing by at the Tikri border. Let's pick this up one at a time to get some perspective on exactly what is going on. Mahindra Mahi also joining us on the broadcast. Akshit, let me kick this off with you. Akshit Gupta is at the Singhu border. Akshit, what's the situation there on the ground?
Yes, Rishabh, the stalemate between the farmers and the centre still continues. If I just show you the visuals right here, then you can see, how the barricades along with the barbed wires have been put in here. They have been placed here so that the farmers' movements can be restricted if they, reach the Singhu border. And also, very importantly, if I just show you, these cemented blocks are also kept here so that, walls can be created to thwart any kind of movement of the farmers. And these big iron containers are also kept here. And also, iron nails are also, inside the containers so that they can be put to restrict the movement of the farmers. And if I just also show you how the traffic is moving here, because, you also talked about the traffic movement. So traffic stalls can be witnessed here, at the bypass road of the Singhu border. Because a lot of congestion is here because these barricades have been put in and different traffic advices have also been issued for the commuters. But still, the traffic rules continues for the people of the national capital and living in the nearby areas who are going to office daily. So, of course, after 4 rounds of talks also, no conclusion has come out and Centre has also extended.
Right. Okay, I mean, we'll get the updates. We know what's happening. 2 days hiatus while things are being figured out. Lots of negotiations have already happened at all hours of the day and night. What's the bottom line? Now, what is this achieving? Let's try to figure this out. Let's get a perspective there from the ground, okay? Because we are stuck in a chicken and egg problem. What's the chicken and egg problem? The chicken and egg problem is that the people who are on the march, okay, they say, we are not the ones blocking the roads. We want to go to Delhi. We're Indian citizens. We have a right to travel to the national capital. It's the police who are blocking the roads. So the inconvenience that is being caused is not because of us, it's because of the police. And the police, of course, say, we don't intend to allow you to enter Delhi. It's because the protest that is taking place, hell-bent on ignoring prohibitory orders that have been brought into force into Delhi for the next 1 month, that's the reason the roads have to be blocked. Now, between this chicken and egg issue, who's having to face the brunt? Everybody else. There are 3 states in northern India whose borders are becoming incommunicable. And if you understand the logistics and road framework of northern India, you will understand that Delhi is the linchpin of all the trade that happens going to Pathankot and into Jammu and even into Kashmir, going to the west, into Punjab, then southwest, into Rajasthan, into Haryana, into UP towards the east, the western peripheral, eastern peripheral, all these border points are linchpins. In fact, there is a point in Delhi, very near to where our studios are, it's called the Ashram Chowk. It is the most trafficked junction in the entire country. And that's not vehicles, that is basically trucks. So anybody who runs a transport company, who orders logistics, if you run a business, if you have factories in Noida, if you're operating a company in Gurugram, You're besieged. It's a lockdown. Okay, you have to either plan 2-3 hours on the roads or hang it. Okay, so we are in trouble. We need to figure this out. Hopefully, there is an intent to figure it out. Right now, I don't see an intent to figure it out by the people who are missing the logic of the very real, more than inconvenience. And I don't think we are in a position where we can just say we'll manage and somehow we'll get past this. Yes, people have the right to protest, but do people have the right to block roads? I don't know. Let's find this out. Mahindra Mahi is now at Chilla border. Mahindra, it's obviously a bit quieter today. आज थोड़ा more normal लग रहा है, लेकिन आपके पीछे अभी भी क्या स्थिति है, क्या बैरिकेड्स की क्या स्थिति है, ट्रैफिक मूवमेंट की क्या स्थिति है? आज थोड़ा ठीक लग रहा है क्योंकि आज थोड़ा प्रोटेस्ट ठंडा है.
पहले तो जिस तरीके से पिछले 2 दिन तक धरना और ना करने का तरीके से सरकार से वादा किया है, और जिस तरीके से चाहे सबो बॉर्डर की बात करें या टिकरी बॉर्डर की बात करें, तमाम जगह सेंसिटिव छोड़े रहे किसान 2 दिन दिल्ली देंगे, ऐसा तरफ से कॉल आ चुके हैं. वहीं चौथे राउंड की जो बैठक वो भी समाप्त हो गई. साफ तौर पर दिख रहा है कि जो किसान और जो मंत्री हैं, जो कैबिनेट मंत्री हैं बीजेपी के, उनके साथ जो चौथे राउंड की बैठक हुई थी वो बिल्कुल बेनतीजा रही. अब बात करते हैं हम ट्रैफिक की, खासकर नोएडा एनसीआर की. देखिए, नोएडा से 3 ऐसे हैं जो दिल्ली के लिए जाते हैं. पहला कालिंदी कुंज, दूसरा डीएनडी बॉक्सर और चिल्ला बॉर्डर. सबसे लोग यहाँ कहीं परेशान होते हैं तो कालिंदी कुंज का रास्ता. आप यकीन नहीं मानेंगे, पहले जो लोग नोएडा से दिल्ली जाते थे, यानी कि कालिंदी कुंज जाते थे, उनको 20 से 25 मिनट का रास्ता लगता था अपने दफ्तर के लिए, अपने घर के लिए या अपना ऑफिस के लिए. मगर अब वो रात को 2.5 घंटा 3 घंटे में पहुंचते हैं. और वहीं अगर आप बात करें, आप कालिंदी कुंज से अगर आप नोएडा रहे तो आप 1.5 से 2 घंटे आपको इंतजार करना. सबसे बड़ी समस्या है नोएडा के जो किसान है वो क्या करने वाले हैं, क्योंकि देखिए लगातार पिछले 3 से 4 महीने हो गए हैं नोएडा के जो किसान है, नोएडा और ग्रेटर नोएडा के जो किसान है, उनका साफ तौर पे कहना है जो पंजाब के किसान उनके उस आंदोलन में शामिल नहीं है, मगर अपनी स्थानीय मांगों को लेकर वो पिछले 2.5-3 महीने से आंदोलन कर रहे हैं.
Mahendra, just stay with me. We are having a slight connection issue with you, but we more than understood the premise you're raising. Okay, what used to take 20-25 minutes. And for people in other parts of the country who might not absolutely be familiar, Delhi is operating under a regime called the National Capital Region. So there is the territory of Delhi, which is the national capital, and then you have Noida and Gurugram and all these cities that all are part of other states. See, there's a border crossing, but it's a soft border. So a lot of people who might reside in the capital but have factories, have businesses, have offices, travel to Noida, Greater Noida even now, or travel to Gurugram. They cross the border daily. It's a daily commute. Okay. Now, what used to take 25 to 30 minutes now takes 2 to 3 hours. Okay. So imagine if you have to spend 6 hours on a road. Now we are in a day and age where in 2 hours I should be able to make it from Delhi to Agra. In 6 hours you should be able to make it to Jaipur. What you're just doing to cross the Yamuna right now. So yeah, it's a real problem. Let's not kid ourselves. We are completely ignoring the problem, and oftentimes we dismiss it as the rough and tumble of daily life. It's not. It's a real problem that's been created. It wasn't there 2 weeks ago. It is there now, and we don't know when it ends and who the stakeholders are going to be ending it. Okay, let's hop across to the Tikri border now. शुभ राणा इज जॉइनिंग अस. शुभ राणा जी, क्या स्थिति है वहाँ पर? आज थोड़ा ज़्यादा मामला ठीक लग रहा है, ट्रैफिक मूवमेंट थोड़ा स्मूदर है, आज का प्रोटेस्ट कम है, क्या चल रहा है वहाँ पर?
Yes, Rishtab, I have been reporting live from the Tikri border, and this is the Tikri border. You'll feel like that this is the India-Pakistan border because the barbed wires are here, cemented barricades are here, and I would like to take you to the visuals here. You can see the RAF Jawan are here and CRPF Jawan. And I have an unofficial chat with the Delhi police officials. They have clearly stated that more than 900 police officials have been deployed here, and as you can see in the visuals, CRPF Jawans have been deployed here. And this type of visual is seen when they can access to 24/7 of the visual, that if any farmer tries to come from here, they have the authority to fire tear gas from this point of time. And you know, this is the border which connects from Delhi to Haryana. As you can see the board there, it is clearly mentioned that welcome to Haryana. And the commuters are facing the real problem because this is the narrow pathway and there is a multi-level barricading that they have to cross first. This type of barricading, and then the next against the barricades they have to cross if they have to pass from this, and the commuters have to travel from around 5 to 6 kilometers in order to cross the border-like situation. Although the farmers' protests have been paused for 2 days, but there have been conversations with the government, and we have to witness what will happen exactly after 2 days, because Delhi officials highly stating that.
Can I be predictive? We should be both predictive, because we can't be very prescriptive. But it doesn't look like it's ending soon. Okay, so if you, what do I tell you? For you, the viewers who may be happening to live in the northern part of the country or are intending to travel in the north of this country, you're in trouble. Okay, the predictive advice can only be fly if you can afford to. Okay, because if you think you're going to drive down to nearby cities, Chandigarh, this, that, just crossing the border is more than the time it's going to take to cover the distance between the two places. And it's absolutely hell on people who have to, just think about it, okay? 20 million people living in this region of the NCR, all of them have to run businesses and go to offices and go to work. We are telling them, you can't. Now you can argue on the chicken and egg, as I promised. Is it the Dilli Chalo protesters' fault, or is it the Delhi police fault? You can, or is it the Haryana police fault or the Punjab police, whatever. You can have that argument, but you won't get anywhere. It's of course one wonders, okay, whether the Delhi government has any say on this. They don't seem to at this point of time. Their position on this has been pretty resolutely that the farmers or the netas that are leading the farmers should be allowed access. The Punjab police is not proactively stopping these protesters either. So the Delhi government also now has to perhaps take a equivalent position, one would hope, on the residents of Delhi and what measures are being taken to ease their lives over the course of however long this lasts. And I don't see it ending in a couple of days. Rajat Kumar is joining us. Now he's at the greater Noida border. Rajat, वहाँ पर क्या स्थिति है अभी?
बिल्कुल ऋषभ, 2 दिन के लिए किसान आंदोलन है ना वो थम चुका है। ग्रेटर नोएडा की बात की जाए, क्योंकि एक चिट्ठी आई है कल योगी आदित्यनाथ जी की सीएम के यहाँ से, तो वहां पर 3 महीने का टाइम मांगा है। उन्होंने एक कमेटी गठित की है जिसमें मेरठ आयुक्त और जो नोएडा डीएम है वो वहां पर गठित की गई है उनके द्वारा। तो वहां के जो नोएडा किसान है उन्होंने काफी नाराजगी उनसे कहा है कि किसानों की जब बातचीत प्राधिकर से हो गई थी, प्राधिकर ने बात मानी थी कि हम कुछ महीनों में आपका जो मुआवजा और जो बढ़ा हुआ जो प्लॉट है वो हम आपको दे देंगे। आखिर 3 महीने का समय क्यों है? की बात या कल जो ग्रेटर नोएडा जो डीएम कार्यालय है वहां पर भारी संख्या में किसान पहुंचे थे, जबरदस्त प्रदर्शन किया है। तो ऐसे में कल जो किसानों के टिकट के जो राजनेता थे उन्होंने साफ कहा है कि अगर बात नहीं बनी है तो हम दिल्ली कूच करेंगे। तो ऐसे में प्रशासन ने भी मुस्तैद है, तमाम जो किसान संगठन के लोग हैं वो नजरबंद किए गए हैं, क्योंकि जो किसान है काफी नाराज है तो दिल्ली कूच करने की बात कर रहे हैं। लेकिन जिस तरीके से कल की बात की जाए, चाहे नोएडा हो चाहे ग्रेटर नोएडा हो, जब किसानों ने प्रोटेस्ट किया था तो काफी लोग परेशान थे, क्योंकि जाम की किल्लत इस तरह थी कि चारों तरफ जाम ही जाम था, लोग घंटे फंसे हुए थे। क्योंकि जिस तरीके से जब किसानों का आंदोलन होता है तो सबसे ना जनता को नुकसान होता है। जो लोग सुबह सुबह अपने काम धंधे के निकलते हैं, चाहे दिल्ली चाहे नोएडा चाहे गुड़गांव, तो हर तरफ कहीं ना कहीं जाम की स्थिति है वो देखनी पड़ती है। तो ऐसे में जो यातायात पुलिस है उसने भी रूट को डाइवर्ट किया था, लेकिन फिर भी जो आसपास की जो क्षेत्र थे वहां पर जाम की किल्लत है वो लोगों को झेलनी पड़ी थी। तो ऐसे में जिस तरीके से 3 महीने का समय दिया गया है, अगर 3 महीने का समय तो किसान नहीं मान रहे, लेकिन ये जरूर है किसानों का कहना है कि हम 2 या 3 दिन तक प्रशासन का इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि प्रशासन आगे की क्या रणनीति बनाएगा हमारे लिए, क्या हमारी मांगों को मानेगा। अगर उनकी मांगे नहीं मानी जाती है ना तो ये किसान दिल्ली कूच करेंगे, दिल्ली की तरफ बढ़ेंगे। लेकिन वही जो तमाम संगठन के हैं किसान जो कि कल ग्रेटर नोएडा में हल्ला बोल किया था और ट्रैक्टरों पहली लेकर लोग प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे। सोचिए कि जनता इस तरह परेशान थी इस आंदोलन से कि लोग हैं वो घंटों जाम में फंसे हुए थे। वही जब किसान यूनियन के जो नेता है उनसे जब पुलिस ने बातचीत की है तो किसान संगठन का कहना है कि हम हर बात पर सहमत हैं, लेकिन जो सरकार द्वारा 3 महीने का समय दिया गया है हम उसके लिए सहमत नहीं है। हमें न्याय है, हमें जल्द ही चाहिए। अगर बात है वो नहीं बनी जो एनसीआर के किसान है जो कि पश्चिमी जी।
Okay, just stay with me. So the sum total of what my colleague there has just informed you, that if you happen to be again traversing through these areas, of course, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad is connecting towards the north. If you're heading to Haridwar, Rishikesh, Dehradun, on the other side, Greater Noida, this of course connecting to Agra and other parts of UP, Lucknow, if you intend to travel by road, or if you just go up and down for work, as a lot of people do. A lot of people live here. The only word I can sort of say is that there is a word that begins with an S and a D and has a rood in the middle, and that's what's happening to you right now, and it is going to stay like that. In fact, it's probably likely to get worse, as there are others who are unionized or part of some sangathan or netas who feel that it's best to jump in on the bandwagon, also decide that blocking roads is a very healthy atmosphere. Now, there are many problems that need to be figured out. I'm pretty sure that a conversation is happening between the highest levels of government and the Dilli Chalo protesters. I don't know what conversation is happening for the people in this region. Who speaks for the Dilli wala? I don't know. Who has spoken for the Dilli wala in the past 2 weeks? I don't know. That listen, the people who live and work here are being more than inconvenienced. Not an inconvenience, it's not 5-10 minutes. You have to literally plan out your life differently, and you don't know when it ends. It's not for a couple of days. It might be for months. Can you take 2 months off from work? Can you not go to your factory for 2 months? Can you not run your business for 2 months? What happens to you? You get ruined. So who speaks for the Dilli wala? One wonders. Rajat Kumar is with us speaking to us. Let me get to Anil Chaudhary. He is now joining us from the Gazipur border. Anil, वहाँ पर क्या स्थिति है? आपके पीछे तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा खुला लग रहा है आज, ट्रैफिक चल रहा है, लेकिन आगे पीछे क्या चल रहा है?
देखिए, मैं आपको बता दूं, जो पश्चिमी उत्तर प्रदेश के जो किसान हैं उनकी तरफ से इतना ज्यादा हंगामा अभी नहीं है, पर उन्होंने चेतावनी दी है यदि उनकी मांगे नहीं मानी गई तो वो भी उसी तरीके से प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे। उनकी तरफ से कहा गया है, पहले शांतिपूर्वक उनकी तरफ से कल एक ज्ञापन दिया गया है जिलाधिकारी को, जितने भी मुख्यालय हैं यूपी के, वहां पर ज्ञापन जो है बीकेयू द्वारा दिया गया, और हालांकि अब उनकी मांगे है कि कैसे भी उनकी मांगे मान ली जाए, अन्यथा हम सड़कों पर अब आ जाएंगे। उनकी तरफ से अल्टीमेटम लगातार दिया जा रहा है। ऐसे में सुबह के वक्त दिल्ली मेरठ एक्सप्रेस वे बेहद जाम हो गया था, क्योंकि वजह यही है क्योंकि जैसे ही किसानों की तरफ से कॉल की जाती है दिल्ली कूच करने के लिए, तो जो दिल्ली पुलिस है, दिल्ली पुलिस की तरफ से जो दिल्ली मेरठ एक्सप्रेस वे है, जो 2 लाइनें हैं उसमें से एक लाइन को जो है बैरिकेटिंग लगाकर जो है बंद कर दिया गया था, बंद कर दिया गया है, जिसके चलते एक ही लाइन चल रही है। जो ट्रैफिक है वो सुबह के टाइम में जब रश होता है तो काफी लंबा जाम जो है कई किलोमीटर का यहाँ देखा जा रहा है। सुबह भी देखा गया था। फिलहाल अब दोपहर का वक्त है तो कहीं ना कहीं राहत है, अभी ट्रैफिक नहीं है, क्योंकि लगातार जो पुलिसकर्मी है वो वहां पर खड़े भी हुए हैं और लगातार जो है ट्रैफिक को मूव कर रहे हैं। और वहीं सुरक्षा व्यवस्था की अगर बात की जाए तो जॉइंट सीपी से मेरी कल बात हुई थी, तो उनका ये कहना था कि हम पूरे तरीके से तैयार हैं, जो चीजें पहले हुई हैं, क्योंकि गाजीपुर बॉर्डर पे दरअसल मैं आपको बता दूं 1 साल से ज्यादा धरना प्रदर्शन चला था। इस बार दोबारा से इस तरीके की चीजें नहीं चाहते हैं, इसीलिए
अनिल, जो लोग जिनको रोज हम तो मैं तो सोच सकता हूं कि चलो गाजीपुर बॉर्डर की तरफ मत जाओ कुछ हफ्तों के लिए, जिनका ये रोज का आम रास्ता है काम से जाने के लिए, डबल रोटी खरीदने के लिए, स्कूल बच्चों को स्कूल भेजने के लिए, जिनका ये रोज का रास्ता है, वो कैसे अब जिंदगी काट रहे हैं, कैसे प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, वाकई ही बेहद परेशान करने वाला ये वक्त है उन लोगों के लिए, क्योंकि मेरी जो आसपास के सोसाइटी के लोग हैं उनसे भी मेरी बात हुई थी, और जो लोग मूव करते हैं नौकरी पेशे वाले हैं और जो दिल्ली नौकरी पेशा करते हैं, तो उनसे मेरी बात हुई तो उनका कहना है कि कैसे भी सरकार और किसान के बीच में जो वार्ता हो रही है उसका कुछ ना कुछ निर्णय जरूर निकलना चाहिए। और इस तरीके से चला, क्योंकि वो एक साल इस तरीके से झेला है उन्होंने, क्योंकि एक साल से ज्यादा धरना उस वक्त चला था, तो बेहद लोग परेशान थे। आप समझ सकते हैं, क्योंकि मैंने कई रिपोर्ट यहाँ पर की है, रिपोर्टिंग की है, कई एम्बुलेंस जो है फंसी रही, लोगों की सांसों पर संकट आ गया था। आप समझ सकते हैं, जो परिवारजन है, जो एम्बुलेंस जा रही है, उन लोगों से मेरी बात हुई तो उनका कहना था कि कैसे भी ये निर्णय होना चाहिए। आप समझ सकते हैं किस तरीके से ये चीजें सामने आ रही हैं, लंबे लंबे जाम लग जाते हैं और एम्बुलेंस फंस जाती हैं। लोग जो
I forgot to mention that. So if you happen to live in Delhi, just make sure you don't fall sick or have a medical emergency, or nobody in your family does it. Is that possible? I don't know. Okay, but I don't know who speaks for you. I can't see it. We've been watching this play out for the past several days now. Okay, it's a question of niyat, intent. You're watching it play out, and you have to ask the questions. In a whole host of November and part of December, October, okay, the National Capital Region near unlivable. You have so much pollution because of the farm fires that you can't step out of your house. You just exited that. Here we are in February, and now again you can't step out of your house. So are we saying that the national capital of the Republic of India, that is Bharat, is becoming unlivable and unworkable one after the other? Who speaks? Who speaks for the Dilli wala? Who's going to stand up? Don't see anybody yet. Hopefully it'll happen. Fingers crossed. Thank you to my colleagues for getting you a present picture. So yes, you can make it past the borders. Yes, you can manage somehow, but you're going to have to run the roll of the dice to see how many hours that will take you. And if it's 3 hours, 4 hours, well, then 8 hours of your day are on the road just coming and going. May you work for an hour or two somewhere in between.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.